Piles of empty beer kegs and scattered debris. This mess is what's left of a tractor trailer that flipped off of a highway ramp in Bensalem. That big rig fell onto I-95, hitting a car as it crashed to the ground. It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm Brian Taft.
And I'm Shari Williams. The big story on Action News is the investigation into that tractor trailer crash and the ongoing cleanup as we hit the afternoon rush. Action News' Walter Perez live for us now at the scene where crews are still trying to clear the wreckage some 7 hours later. Walter.
Brian and Shari will give you a live look at the scene right here. Once again, as you mentioned, crews are still here trying to break apart the mangled metal that remains from the wreckage. Now, we have an update, by the way, on the condition of the truck driver. At first, the trucker was able to walk away from the wreckage and was taken to the hospital for observation. Now we're told that driver is listed in critical but stable condition. So we'll work to find out what happened. Meanwhile, the work continues to clean up a huge mess this crash left behind. Witnesses say the 18-wheeler was barreling down this overpass when the driver lost control right around 9 o'clock this morning. The big rig careened clear over the concrete railing, plunging more than 20 feet onto the northbound lanes of I-95 in Bensalem. The only other vehicle involved was a car traveling north on the highway at the time, which slammed into the wreckage. The person inside the car was not seriously injured, but the truck driver is now listed in critical but stable condition at a local hospital. State police had to shut down 95 North for about 2 hours as cleanup crews got to work. The big rig was all but destroyed, so once they moved the wreckage off the highway, crews had to figure out how to get this pile of metal to the salvage yard.
We have a trailer that's broken in 3 or 4 different places. There's no way, it's untowable. So we'll have to cut it apart on scene here, but first we got to get it to a safe working place before we can do anything else.
The other factor that slowed down the cleanup effort was the cargo. That 18-wheeler was loaded with
empty beer kegs. They're still pretty heavy though. I mean, empty kegs are still pretty heavy, and it was full.
I guess if they were full, that would have made a big difference.
It would have been required for a long day, an 8-hour day to a 16-hour day. When you get old, throwing that kind of weight around stinks.
All right, back out live on the scene here. The work continues to get the wreckage out of this park and ride about a mile south of Street Road where the remains were pulled. 95 North has long since been reopened, but once again, the driver who at first walked away from the wreckage is now hospitalized in critical but stable condition at this hour. Reporting live from Bensalem, Walter Perez, Channel 6 Action News.
Okay, Walter, thank you.